Hi ladies, it's Rebecca Behrens with Lila Rose to Do Good Things, and today I'm going to talk to you about hostess coaching. I love this topic. I have hosted a lot of parties, and I have coached a lot of hostesses, a lot of team members with their grand opening parties, and so I'm really excited to tell you about this. A lot of people think there's a lot of mystery to it, or they are just uncertain about how to do it, and so it's intimidating, but it shouldn't be intimidating. So here, the number one tip, if you don't listen any further, the most important thing you can do and the thing that will be most valuable to you as you hostess coach is building a relationship with your hostess. Become her friend, not in an insincere way, but sincerely. Get to know her, talk to her, let her like you, and get to like her too. And you will have much better parties because you're going to have better communication when your hostess feels like you like her. And I don't mean that insincerely. If you really don't like your hostess, you know, it may be better to pass her off to somebody else that she will connect better with. But most of the time, you can find some common ground with the ladies that are hosting parties for you, and you can build a sincere connection with them, even if it's just going to be for a short period of time in your life. You can build a connection with them. And so that's the most important thing that you can do. If you can do that, you're going to have a better party than if you don't. So let's get right into it. When you're booking a party, the ideal time to book a party is about 2 weeks out. You don't want to go any farther than 4 weeks out when you're setting a party date with your hostess. And the best place to book a party, or a boutique, I should say, I've got to retrain myself there, too many years of doing parties, is at an actual boutique. So if you're doing a boutique, you want to consider offering some incentive to book that night. And that may be an extra half price item for anyone who books that night and holds their date within the next 4 weeks. Or whatever it is. Maybe you want to actually give her, maybe you earn the incentive this month, and so you want to give her an extra clip exclusive before anybody else will have those. I mean, that would be a great incentive to offer, and it will be something that didn't cost you anything except a lot of hard work this month. So consider offering an incentive 2 weeks out. Why 2 to 4 weeks? 2 to 4 weeks is the ideal time frame because it gives them enough time to plan the party, enough time to invite, and enough time to have it on the schedule and the calendar for other people, but not so much time that they forget about it or get bored or lose enthusiasm. And so you don't want to book more than 4 weeks out, because if your hostess loses enthusiasm, you're actually going to lose sales, and she's not going to have nearly as much fun. And you want her to have fun. You want her to enjoy the process, because if she enjoys the process, she's going to encourage her friends to book their own parties. Okay, good. Esther said that the feed is better. We were having a little trouble earlier, so if I am staticky, let me know. All right. A lot of people ask about best time or day, and you can set aside whatever time or day you want, but you should have a specific dates and times that you like to do parties, and that's what you should offer to your hostess. And I'm not saying don't work with her. Don't be so rigid that you only give her one time, one day out of the whole month to book her party. But you should have times set up that you want to work and give her those times, because if you give her an open, whenever you want to have a party, you will never get that party to hold, or at least it's very unlikely that you will. So you want to give her a very specific, some specific times and some specific days. I have always found Thursday nights to be a great day for a party. It is getting close to the weekend, and people are kind of feeling like in the weekend mood, but they don't have things already planned like they would on a Friday night. So Thursday nights are good. People like to get out of the house. They like to start thinking weekendy thoughts, and a party or a boutique is a good way to do that. And so Thursdays. Now, when you book the party, what do you give your hostess? And I'll show you. This is what I like to give my hostesses now. I like to give them the Style Boutique Guide. These are available in your back office, and they're a great price. So get a package of these and use them. And what you're going to want to do is when you give it to her, you're going to show her, look, this is where you can make your guest list. This is where you can do your wish list. That's important. A lot of people skip over the wish list. I'll talk about that, but you don't want to skip over the wish list. And the back it features the hostess rewards. So you want to tell her, look at all these great rewards you can earn. And you only need $100 party to start earning rewards. I mean, who can't sell $100 in clips? That's like only 2 orders based on the customer special most months. So I give her that. The other thing I like to give her that somebody's going to revamp for me, because I don't like the way this one looks. So I know somebody's going to do that for me. Some talented, wonderful graphic person, or I'm going to find somebody to do it, but is my naughty nice checklist. Are you a naughty hostess or are you a nice hostess? And it's got a list of things that tell you which one you are. And so I like to give her that and this. And then also I really like to give my hostesses a party in a bag. And so there you can search the files and find out what a party in a bag is, but basically it's demo clips, at least 5 sizes from mini to large. So kind of like your starter kit if you have the extra inventory to do that. If you don't have it, don't do it. You don't have to give her all your clips, but I have found that that is very beneficial for the hostess to have clips. And the other thing I really recommend is getting some sort of deposit, whether it's a credit card number or a check that you hold until you get the bag back. I've had some bad experiences, not with in-person parties, but with Facebook parties where I've sent the packet away. So please do that. Please protect yourself and cover yourself. I know other ladies have had problems with it too. And it's just as simple as saying, you know, oh, I trust you, but I've just had to, I've had to implement this policy because of some bad experiences. And you don't have to tell them they weren't your bad experiences, but most ladies are happy to do that, happy to give you a check or a credit card number. Okay, 2 weeks out. So you had the boutique, you booked the date, and then the next day, if it's 2 weeks already, or when 2 weeks hits, you want to thank them for their booking and let the hostess coaching begin. This is a great, oh, Esther said she's got the naughty nice graphics for anybody. Thank you. This is a great time, at the 2 week mark, is a great time to do a phone call. I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback because I'm asking you to use the phone. You don't have to use the phone. But ladies, I am going to tell you, you're going to have better parties if you can connect in person somehow with your hostess, whether it's in person, and maybe it's enough the night of the party if you've booked it at an actual party and not via text or something. But you're going to be able to help your hostess better if you can hear her inflection. This is something that you just cannot do in text or on Facebook Messenger. And so I know that some ladies don't like to do it. And I would just even tell my hostess, listen, I got to chat with you on the phone one time. If you're not a phone person, I totally understand. But if I can just go through these instructions with you, it's going to be so much faster than if we're messaging back and forth. And then if you have any questions, you can quickly ask me and we can be done with this in like 5 to 10 minutes. And so I know everybody's freaking out. Oh no, a phone call. You don't have to do it on the phone, but it's okay. Well, let's go through. And once I start going through the naughty nice hostess list, you're going to see why it's kind of important to be able to get feedback from them. And of course, I mean, in person would be the best. The night of the party, if you book it 2 weeks out and you can go through the hostess coaching with them right at the party, I mean, that's the best time to do it. But if you've got a lot of ladies waiting in line to check out, you're not really going to be able to do it. Okay, so this first step is one of the key reasons that I say a phone call. The first thing you want to coach your hostess to do is to invite 50 people to her party. Now, right there, if you're Facebook messaging this, hey lady, okay, so we're going to start invites for your party, invite 50 people. It's not a Facebook party, it's in real life party. And you tell her that, and she replies, you have no idea whether you have just freaked her out with 50 or whether she really does intend to invite 50. All you got was a thumbs up, so you have no idea what this poor woman is thinking. If you have her on the phone and you say, okay, listen, this is really important. About a third of people will come that you invite. So you want to invite at least 50 people. I know that sounds like a lot, but I promise you, you will not have 50 people show up at your house. You probably only have 10 to 15 if you actually invite 50 people. And that's a great number for a party. And so that way, if you have them on the phone and you've just told them invite 50 people, you're going to hear like a dead silence, and then you're going to know, okay, I've freaked her out and I need to help her. I might even need to call 911 to resuscitate her, or whatever the case may be. Or she's going to be really excited and be like, oh yeah, are you sure you only want me to invite 50 people? I've got so many friends. I've got the mom's group, blah, 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 blah. And that lady, you're going to be like, yes, invite 100 friends. That's fine. But if you have a lady who has passed out at the thought of 50 friends, you want to say, listen, don't freak out. I know 50 sounds like a lot. When I hosted a party, I thought 50 sounded like a lot too. But let's chat for a minute. I know you said your son was in the Boy Scouts. So what about some of these Boy Scout moms? Do you think that they would like to come to your party? Well, how many Boy Scouts are in your son's troop? Okay, there's 12. Great. So that's 12 ladies right there. Now, your son is in, 5th grade. How many moms at his school do you have relationships with? And there's another 10 boys at school that he has relationships with. Now that's just through your kids that you've helped her find almost 25 people to invite to her party, and you're asking her to invite 50. But if you have Facebook Messenger 50 and she passed out, you're not going to know, because all you got back was this. Okay? So you guys Facebook message if you want. I'm recommending the phone. All right, next. Ask them about their wish list. Say, okay, great. So you're going to make that list of 50 people, and we're going to invite people from church, we're going to invite people from school, and we're going to invite people from, Bunko, or whatever the case may be. Why are you hosting this party? What is it that you want to get for free? Now, you make it a lady that does not care what she gets for free. The ladies that don't care what they get for free are actually sometimes your best hostesses, because they're hosting because they want to have people over, because they are a natural hospitality person. Those ladies are fabulous. That's okay. If she doesn't want to talk about what she wants for free, don't talk about it. Talk about what she's going to serve, because that's what she wants to talk about. She wants to talk about this new punch recipe that she got, or she wants to talk about, the brand new curtains she got, and she wants to show all her friends, and she just remodeled, and blah, 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 blah. So you want to just forget that. But for the ladies that are motivated by free things, you do want to get their list and just say, hey, I want to know some of the things that are on your wish list, because I'm going to I want to make sure if I have those items that I bring them with me. I'm going to post pictures of them on our Facebook event, because we are going to invite people through a Facebook event, even though it's not a Facebook party. All of these hostess coaching tips I'm telling you right now are adaptable to Facebook parties as well. But I'm pretending that this is an in real life boutique where we have a Facebook invite component. Make sense? So you're inviting people. We used to do evites to people. Do you guys remember those? And those are still available, where you invite people via email, like a little cutesy thing. But now we're actually going to invite people with a Facebook event. So it's not going to be an event on Facebook. It's going to be an in real life boutique. But you still want to have a Facebook event if they are active on social media. If they're not, don't do it. Okay. So now, you've talked about 50 people. You've talked about their wish list. You want to tell them, listen, this is going to be the most important advice I give you. If you flake out and don't invite 50 people, you at least need to invite the people that you're inviting personally. So if you're going to invite your neighbor, take an invitation to your neighbor's house. I personally will give my hostesses Lilla looks, those, and then on the back where it has that big white space, I use package labels and print out the hostess's information, date of the party, her party link, the time, where to RSVP, and then she can hand out Lilla looks, and they're great. They fit in envelopes, so she can mail those out if she'd like, but those are nice to have on hand. She can keep them in her purse and hand them to people, and she wants to personally invite. So she can take those to her neighbors. She can hand those out at soccer practice. She can hand those out at church or at, PTA, wherever she is. She can hand those out. For people that she doesn't see regularly, but she's friends with that are in town, she can text them. If she's a texter and they're a texter, have her text them. If she's a caller and her friends like phone calls, have her call her friends and invite them. But the personal invite is going to make a huge, huge difference in, Carrie, I have so many brilliant ideas, don't I? Sorry, distracted. Okay, don't call me brilliant during my talk because I just love it. All right, anyhow. A personal contact makes a big difference. All right. We talked about party in a bag. Oh, explain the naughty nice list. Okay, so this is the time when you also want to explain the naughty nice list to them. So you've told them about invites. You've told them about their wish list. You've talked about their wish list. Now you're going to get out the naughty nice, and you're going to go through it with them and say, okay, listen. I'm going to tell you how to have a good party. If you want to have a good party, I don't care if you've had bad parties in the past. If you follow my instructions, you're going to have a good party. So you want to be a nice hostess. Nice hostesses get rewards. So be a nice hostess. Now, these are the things that naughty hostesses do. We don't want to do this. If you find yourself doing these things, stop. Just stop. Okay? A naughty hostess does not communicate with her stylist. That means if I send you a text, you don't text me back. Hurts my feelings. We lose communication. There's a breakdown. I sometimes cry. No, not really. Okay, but you want to communicate with me. A naughty hostess only invites like 15 people. That's not following my directions. Not we're on the downhill trend of having the possibility of having a good party here. Naughty hostesses use impersonal messages. They group text people. Ugh, don't do that. Don't group text. They do not follow up with guests that haven't replied. You know, sometimes you send out an invitation and you don't hear from people. If you don't follow up with them, naughty. You don't talk about your party to people that you're seeing. So if you're out somewhere and you're seeing people, you want to tell them about your party. Naughty hostesses, they don't tell people. They're just, they just say hi. They sent them an invitation in the mail, but then they don't mention it anymore. That's naughty. Naughty hostesses use an apologetic tone when they're talking about their party. Oh, I'm having this party at my house. Yeah, this girl. I mean, the hair clips are nice and everything, but yeah, it's a boutique at my house. If you talk like that, naughty. Don't do that. Okay. Naughty hostesses do not post pictures of your clips on social media. They just kind of go along. Again, it's kind of like not telling people that you're having a party. And they don't share the party link with guests who weren't able to make it. Okay, so that's naughty. Let's not talk about them anymore. Let's talk about what nice hostesses do, because nice hostesses have fun. They don't have only one person, their mother-in-law, show up to their party, right? That's not fun. Let's be fun, nice hostesses, because fun, nice hostesses not only have fun, but their friends have fun, and their friends are happy they're invited, and everybody gets lots of great hair stuff, and the hostess gets it for free. So you want to be a nice hostess. Nice hostesses have 50 plus people on their guest list. I know that sounds crazy, but start making that list, and I'll help you. Let me know if you need help. Nice hostesses get 15 RSVPs of yes or maybe. So you really want to follow up with people and get an answer from them, okay? Don't let people blow you off. People get busy. People forget. Man, I have invitations sitting around all the time. I'm the worst RSVPer. But if my friend called me on the phone and was like, hey, I'm getting married tomorrow. Did you ever get my invitation? Are you even coming? I would tell her, yes. Oh my gosh, I didn't send that back. Sorry. Okay, so follow up with your guests. Nice hostesses, out of those 15 that say yes or maybe, they have 12 show up. So you really want to work for that 12. Nice hostesses get 3 pre-party orders, and you can do that with that, that hostess bag I gave you with all those clips in it. If you start showing your friends, there's going to be some people that can't come, but if they have tried on a clip, they're going to buy, and you're going to get those 3 pre-party orders. Nice hostesses put the sample clips in at least 5 heads of hair. So, and that's not just your kits, they don't count. So, whoever will let you just say, hey, I want to practice. Hey, I want to try these in your hair. I've got these clips. Come over. Let me try them. So they actually are practicing and putting them in people's hair, whether they're coming to the party or not. They're practicing and getting those clips in here makes a big difference. Nice hostesses, when they get those 3 pre-party orders, it's at least $100. So you want to shoot for $100 in pre-party sales. That helps you get your party off to a great start. Nice hostesses shoot to have at least $400 parties. You want to have a $400 party because at $400, you're getting a lot for free and a lot for half price. So that's our goal. Our goal, based on what you told me on your wish list, is we want to have at least a $400 party. Nice hostesses close their show within 4 days. So after your show is over, you want to collect and follow up with anybody that didn't come or didn't order that night. And then you want to give me your hostess rewards selections so that we can close that party up. Nice hostesses have 2 friends that book a party from their party. And did I tell you about my incentive that I have for good hostesses that refer their friends to me? I didn't? Oh, you get a half price item when she has her party. So the new Flexi of the month, you'll be able to get it for half price, or whatever incentive you want to offer them. You don't even have to offer incentives, ladies. But you know what? If your hostess is your partner in booking parties, they're going to be easier to book because you're not even going to have to ask people. She's going to do the asking, and people are going to be asking you to have a party. So what's a 50% off item? Even if you're only at the 30% mark, you're not coming out of pocket but a couple of bucks to provide that for her. And then nice hostesses have at least one guest, or maybe even themselves, become a stylist and join me in this business. So those are the things that nice hostesses do, and I hope that you want to be a nice hostess and have fun with your friends. So that is just, you want to go over that list with her. And you don't have to go through all of those things. Usually, I don't really do the naughty, focus too much on the naughty. I'll hit 1 or 2, but I focus on the nice hostess. This is what nice hostesses do. Okay, let's see. What do we got next? Okay, so we've talked about what you do at 2 weeks before the party. 1 week before the party, you're going to make contact with your hostess again. This is the time when she is going to start doing the extra personal contacting. So let's say she set up a Facebook event, or you set up a Facebook event for her, and she sent out invites just through the Facebook. Now she wants to start following up with those people at 1 week before the party, or if she mailed Lila Looks to people. She wants to start 1 week before the party is when you start personally contacting them. So you want to contact her. You can text her, hey girl, it's time to follow up with all your guests and start asking for RSVPs. If you haven't had people RSVP yet, you want to call and personal message them. Tell them, hey, I sent you an invitation in the mail. Did you get it? Are you going to come? Can you bring a friend? Who do you want to bring with you? You can bring your daughter. You can bring your neighbor. You can bring your realtor, whatever. Let her bring people and encourage her to do that. You also want to tell her about any customer specials for the month. Oh, did I tell you about the customer special this month? Guests are getting a free headband with an $80 order. It is going to be awesome. Ladies love the headband. Let me show you this headband tuck. Here's a video, and put in a headband tuck video in there so she can start getting excited about the headband. Because guess what? If she's excited about the headband, her guests are going to be excited about the headband, and then they're going to want to spend $80 to get the headband for free. So do that. And then finally at the 1 week discussion with her, however you're doing it, you want to tell her, you know what, start posting pictures. That sample bag of clips I gave you, post some pictures of those in your hair or in anybody's hair that you're putting them in, because you're being a nice hostess and you're putting them in 5 people's hair. Take pictures. Every time you put it in someone's hair, take a picture and let's post it in your party and tag them. Don't worry, girls, I'll get you the naughty nice list. Hold your horses. We'll get it for you. Get it. All right. 2 days before the party. Now this is when, okay, again, I like to call. You do whatever you want, but I'm going to call my hostess 2 days before the party, and I'm going to ask for an RSVP count. And I tell my hostess, listen, however many people she tells me, and this is the reason that I like to call, because if I call, I know if she's fudging on the numbers. And if I text her, hey, how many people are coming to your party? And she replies back, about 3. If she texts about 3 back to me, I'm a little suspicious, but I don't know for sure because I can't hear. So if I call her and she says about 3, sorry, Evie, I'm doing a movie. If one of the girls is with you, you may play outside, yes. No. I'm almost done, okay? I need a soundproof room. Does anybody have a soundproof room in their house? I think I need one. Okay. Anyhow. Okay, so I like to get the numbers. So this is what happens. There is never, there's never going to be more people that will randomly show up to your party than tell you are coming. Okay? It just does not happen. I've never had a hostess say, "Oh, I've got 6 people coming to my party," and then 20 show up. It doesn't happen. Usually it's less. However many she says are coming, less come. So if you have a hostess that says, "Oh, think if you're on the phone with her, you're going to hear it. Oh, 5 people are coming to my party," and she says it like that. I'm like, "Oh, who? Who? Which ones? What? Some of the Boy Scouts?" And so, is the Boy Scout moms coming? Who's coming? And so she's like, "Well, I think so-and-so's coming because she mentioned, a long time ago that she has hair. And so I think she'll come." Then I know, okay, girlfriend, we're in serious trouble. If you don't have solid yeses from people, we may need to reschedule your party. It's not too late. And I like to be very frank with people. I just tell them, okay, you have 2 RSVPs for your party. You're going to clean your house, prepare food, and get a babysitter, and you're going to do that whether you have 2 guests at your house or whether you have 10 guests at your house. So let's have 10. It's not too late. We still have 2 days before the party, but girl, you have got to call your guests and find out who is coming and invite more people. It's no big deal. You can add new people. If you thought of someone new, it doesn't matter that it's 2 days before the party. Maybe they can come, maybe they can't, but invite them to come. But you've got to connect with people, because right now, the way that you said 2 is making me nervous that it's going to be me and your mother-in-law. So, your mother-in-law may be nice, but if she's got short hair, we could be in trouble here unless she's got some granddaughters. Courtney, you know what? It's not, if people, I have found that people like it when you're real with them. And do it however is comfortable for you, but just be genuine. I mean, I want to tell people the truth. I like to hear the truth when other people are talking to me, if you're trying to sugarcoat it, she's going to feel worse. I would rather, just say, "Listen, maybe we need to reschedule this. It's not a big deal for me to reschedule it now. But if I, come out to your house and you don't have any firm yeses and no one shows up, that's not fun. It's not fun for you because you've had to clean the house. I don't mind because I'm happy, I'm happy for a night out, but I would really rather come when your guests are going to be there and we can show people hair stuff and you've cleaned the house for a reason. I mean, who wants to clean the house for the fun of it? Oh, not me. Anyway, okay. So that's 2 days before. Then on event day, I like to send one quick text with, I'm coming tonight. Do I need to bring a card table? Do you have a coffee table? What do you have for me to set up on? I like to do that the day of. I guess you could do that at the 2-day too. But I just like to do, just a quick text. "Hey, I'm so excited for your party tonight. I'll be there at 6:30. It starts at 7. You don't need to get there an hour before, ladies. I mean, boutiques are easy. Somebody's going to do a video about live boutiques, and they are easy. You do not need a huge display. Just a few clips displayed nicely on the table so that people can easily access their size and some styles, and you really want the girls to shop from the catalog. I have another video about that. I don't know where it is, but we'll find it for you if you want to know about that. Okay, so the final day, I again just say, "Okay, what's your final head count?" And I want to, especially for that lady that told me 2-ish, I want to make sure that now I'm getting a solid head count. If we're still at 2-ish, we may rebook. It's up to you. I know some people don't mind going if no one comes. And it's a business decision. It's up to you. I mind. If I'm going to leave the house and leave my husband with 6 children, I want to make money. Or I want to be going to a spa. I don't want to be going somewhere, setting up my stuff, and sitting around. You know, I know that there's people that have different perspectives about this. Some people, you know, don't mind doing that. They want to do it. They want to honor their commitment, and they want to, you know, and they're happy. And they're the Pollyanna, and they're very glad to go, and that's fine. But I don't want to. So you make the decision whether or not you would want to reschedule something like that. I'm not mad. You can do whatever you want. Okay? Then the day after the party, you want to send a thank you. And I used to, as soon as I would load up all my stuff, I would have thank you notes with me in the car, and I would sit and write a thank you note right then before I even left that house, so I wouldn't forget about it and could drop it in the mail the next day. And then the day after the party, you want to text her a message of people to follow up with. You know, Susie took a catalog home, but she didn't order. She said she was really interested. Follow up with her. You know, just find out. And I tell my hostesses to have the same motto that I have, and that is just be honest with people. Call Susie and say, hey Susie, I know that you took a catalog and you said you might be interested in ordering. Did you want to order? If you don't want to order, no hard feelings, girl. I'm not going to cry if you don't want to have beautiful, easy, affordable hair. You know, if you want to keep using the plastic claw, I'm not going to cry. Okay, maybe don't say it like that, but you guys know what I mean. Say, you know, no big deal if you don't want to order. I hope that, you know, if you do, let me know, because I want to get that order in so we can close the party. So that's what I like to do. Now, April has created a fabulous hostess coaching worksheet. Look at there. I didn't cover everything that she has in her worksheet. It's great. It's got some good stuff in it. So you can take this and adapt it. I think April's willing to share it. I actually asked her, and so she said she was. But it's really good. It even has the dates, and hers has call on it. So I guess April's the caller, likes the phone. Or if she doesn't, she's disciplined herself to do it anyhow. Good job. So whatever, if you need to, scratch out, call, and write contact, however you want to contact them. Okay? And so this hostess coaching worksheet is a great resource. That's it. That is all that I've got for hostess coaching. I mean, it is really not, it's not brain surgery. Definitely become friends with your hostess, because guess what? Hostesses that like you and that know you don't blow you off when you text them. They're not going to blow you off. They're going to respond to your messages. And so that's really nice, because then even if they're not having possible great turnout, you're in communication with them. The worst hostesses are the ones that just blow you off and that they don't respond to your texts, they don't respond to your phone calls, they don't respond to anything. And so when somebody's not responding, or when you're constantly getting this to everything you do, you know, I don't know. I don't trust that thing. So you guys may have good parties with hostesses that give you the thumbs up, but I'm suspicious of those thumbs. So that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope this is helpful. I wish you the most success possible with your style boutiques. And remember, I'm Rebecca Behrens, and I'm making life beautiful one woman at a time. Thanks for joining me today.